You're watching Sports Beat.
And a God at 6'3" from IUPUI. Welcome, George Hill.
We are excited to welcome one of the newest members of the Utah Jazz, George Hill, into KSL Studios for the first time. George, it's awesome to have you. And fans here are so excited to have you. They've really embraced you in a short period of time. You've won them over in a short period of time. Have you felt that love from the fans here in this market?
I mean, definitely so. You know, I've been blessed to get here and have, you know, a great group of friends here already before coming to Utah. And once I touched down here as a Utah Jazz player, the fans were very welcoming with open arms. And, you know, every time I'm out in public, it's been nothing but, you know, great vibes out there, and it's been pretty amazing.
You've already been out in the community doing community service. Why is that something that's so important to you?
I mean, it's big for me. You know, I grew up in a rough neighborhood in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I always told myself, you know, if I ever had a chance to make a difference and just be that positive role model on and off the floor, that's what I really want to do. So I'm just doing, you know, what I'm here on earth to do, and that's, you know, make a huge impact.
You're doing a great thing now as we get closer to the holidays here. It's called Hearts and Hoops. It's a partnership with CenturyLink and the Utah Jazz.
This month, we're basically collect, you know, canned food and box food to give out to, you know, families in need and things like that to help the Utah Food Bank. And then in December, we're going to, you know, collect toys for the Utah Toys for Tots. So it's a great organization. I'm very happy to be a part of them, and they're just trying to make a positive impact in the community to make Utah better.
Okay, George, how can fans get involved? This is something that fans can get involved with, this Hearts and Hoops program.
I mean, definitely so. You know, CenturyLink will, you know, select one fan at the end of each month to receive a kind of VIP, you know, Jazz special experience with, you know, 2 lower-level tickets, you know, 2 Jazz jerseys, probably signed by me, I'm sure, or some of my teammates, who knows, depending on how we do. And fans can enter into a sweepstake when they stop in and donate at some of our locations that we're going to do. And fans can also enter by the sweepstake by entering information at jazz.com/Hearts and Hoops. So it's just going to get a great opportunity.
Every time I meet a professional athlete, there's something that drives them, that motivates them to help them get to the level that they're at. What was that for you growing up?
Really not having anything. You know, I didn't have any, you know, particular way out. I grew up in a rough neighborhood where, you know, it was infested with drugs and violence, and, you know, sports was kind of like my safe haven, a place for me to get away and clear my mind and stay out of trouble. You know, I had a lot of friends who got in trouble and maybe didn't choose the right path. So, you know, that was my safe haven to, you know, just get away and get out of there.
You've been a part of winning organizations. You win wherever you go. Do you see some characteristics and some qualities in this Utah Jazz team that those Spurs teams and Pacers teams had that were so successful?
I mean, definitely so. And to think about it, we're so young here. I went from one of the youngest to one of the oldest now. So to come with a team that's, you know, very young and diverse, and we have a lot of guys that are great competitors and athletes, not to mention the people that was already here that's almost like veterans, and adding a Joe Johnson and a Boris Diaw and things like that. This team, sky's the limits. You know, once we gel together and learn how to play the right way and win those close games where we need to win all the time, you know, we're just trying to bring the playoff, you know, atmosphere back to Utah.
There's only one game, really, where you guys have had a healthy starting lineup, where you've all been together. How frustrating has it been that injuries have prevented you guys from being able to develop that cohesiveness that you need?
I mean, that's been the Achilles heel for the Utah Jazz in the last couple of years, is the health and injuries. So hopefully we can shake that bug off, get everybody back soon. But, you know, to show a glimpse of what we can be when everyone was healthy, we're a pretty good team.
In the last year, you became a father. How has that changed you, both professionally and as a person?
I mean, it's different. You know, it's changed me by having to wake up at, you know, 5 or 6 every morning, but he's my world. You know, he's 10 months actually today.
Wow.
Turned 10 months, and he's been a blessing to me. He's changed me and helped me become a little bit more humble than I was. So I'm just learning, you know, every day, taking it step by step to just try to be the best father I can possibly be.
Well, George, people here are so excited to have you here on this team, and we look forward to you getting back. Hopefully this thing gets healed up.
Pleasure.
And we can see you on the court soon. Again, if you want to learn more about George's efforts with CenturyLink and in the community with Utah Jazz, go to utahjazz.com/heartsandhoops.